संवेद्यं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे। सर्वकर्तृत्व भोक्तृत्व नियन्त्रित्व विवर्जितं सकलागम संवेद्यं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे। सृष्टिस्थितिलयाधारं गुणागुणविवर्जितं सर्वचैतन्यसम्पूर्णं 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 नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे। नित्यानन्दं निर्विकारं ज्ञानभावानुबोधकं सदालम्बं नित्यतृप्तं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे। नित्यानन्दं निर्विकारम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome you all with my love and respects. Very happy to release Youth Foundation uniform and membership kit. I'll express few things which I wanted to share with youth. Youth are the world's largest untapped, unused natural resource. Largest untapped and unused natural resource. Which can be used not only elevate the individual consciousness, to serve the whole humanity. Just basic few things I wanted to share with you all. First thing, I myself a youth. So I can tell from my own life. I can relate with you. I don't have to talk from somebody's life, something else. So I myself a youth, I can tell you. My very experience, that itself is enough to inspire you all. Youth are the only hope for the future. Please be very clear. You are the only hope for the future. If at all, planet Earth is going to be alive, going to exist, it can happen only by the youth energy, not in any other way. Because the more and more conditioning the engraved memories gather around your inner space, you become more and more political, exploiting, cunning. For the sake of your strategy, you don't bother to sacrifice anybody. The other day I was reading an article, one political leader got his country into a big calamity and war just because he can make little more money in a business. He was in a particular business, just a business reason. He was able to make this kind of a decision of killing thousands of people. Why? Because too much of conditioning, the engraved memories, too much of fear and insecurity. Fear-based mind and fear-based body. Insecurity-based mind and insecurity-based body. So if you need planet Earth for the future, only the evolution of the youth can do that job. Please understand, not revolution, evolution. All revolutions ends in one more tradition. All revolutions will end as one more tradition. As long as the possibility for criminals to happen exists, criminals will continue to exist. Criminal is not one person, he is a personification of criminal ideas. Personified expression of criminal ideas. So by killing criminals, the criminality itself can never be removed from the planet Earth. Only by killing the criminality, criminals can be eliminated from the planet Earth. So be very clear, I am not asking for a revolution. I am asking for an evolution. Evolve. Let us remove the crime mentality from the planet Earth. Let us remove the negative mentality from the planet Earth. For example, if you kill one terrorist leader, you think the terrorism is going to disappear? No. As long as the tendency, that ideology is alive, somebody else will erupt. Somebody else will erupt. Till you remove the very ideology, the samskara, the engram, conditioning, planet Earth cannot be crime-free, terror-free. So removing the samskara, removing the engram, only with youth it is possible, because they are fresh, alive, not too much of baggage, load is lot less. So my hope lies only on the youth, especially NRI youth. No, really, especially NRI youth. Two things. If I have to define complete human being, this is the way I will define. If I am asked to create newly, this is the way I will create. The infrastructure of the West, the medical care, road, dam, bridges, social freedom of the West, and the mental and physical structure of the Eastern yogi. Yogic hardware, Vedic software, Western infrastructure. That's what I define as a complete human being, Jivan Muktas. You guys who are living with this infrastructure can create the inner structure of an Indian yogi. That is possible. When these two can make a complete human being, India having this infrastructure, I can say they may have the infrastructure. By the time they have the infrastructure, they would have lost the yogic mind and Vedic, the yogic body and Vedic mind, because they are losing very rapidly. As I always say, there are two category people, NRIs, non-residential Indians, and there is a big bunch of idiotic youth in India become RNIs, residential non-Indians. India is a lifestyle. It is not just a geography. Bharat is life, not just geography. So please understand, if you are living the yogic mind, yogic body and Vedic mind, wherever you are in India. If you are not living that, even if you are inside Indian geographical boundary, you are not in India. So the hope of complete human beings is possible only with you all. My hope lies with you all. There is every possibility you guys can evolve as Jivan Muktas, as complete human beings, as fulfilled human beings, living enlightenment. I just wanted to tell you a few things. The utility value of this yogic body and Vedic mind, yogic hardware, Vedic software. You can see, even in this country, wherever Indians stood with the tradition of the Jivan Mukti and culture, they succeeded in their personal level, in the family level, and in the social level. Still, because I am traveling all over this country and all over the world, I know, still in this country, if the Indians area means, that area is considered as a crime-free area. More Indian kids are there in the school is considered as a best school. So many things. Still in South Africa, if you have the last name as Patel, banks don't ask for guarantee. Because Patels don't declare bankruptcy. They don't ask for guarantee. Still in South Africa, they don't ask for guarantee. And less divorce rate. You guys, especially kids, are performing so well in the school because stable family background. That is why you guys are able to perform in the school. Stable family, less depression, less suicide rate. Please understand, I am talking everything based on the statistics. Based on the statistics. It is not that these guys are not productive. They are productive. 10% of this country's tax is paid by Indians who are 1% population. Less than 1% population. 10% of the taxes, this country's tax is paid, means productive. Supporting the society. It's not that they don't take up stressful jobs. They take up stressful jobs and heart blows up 300 times more than any other ethnic group. So much of stress they take. But only they take it up. Less divorce rate, less suicide rate, and less depression, more contributing to the society, to the country, to the civilization, less crime rate. All the best things happens to them whenever they are standing with the tradition and culture of Jivan Mukti. Whenever they move out of that, all the problem starts. All the problem starts whenever they move out of it. Understand the utility value of our Vedic tradition. This is what I am going all over the country and telling the youth. This whole trip, many cities we gathered youth, the same thing I am telling. The same ideas, few ideas only I am emphasizing. Understand the utility value of the Vedic identity, yogic body and Vedic mind. Have a little yoga in your day-to-day life, little meditation, and these great spiritual truths. Understand these great spiritual truths. When you internalize, they act like a knowledge weapons. Whenever depression comes, you can kill the depression. Just these few ideas, few clicks. If you carry these few ideas inside, it's practically like a carrying protection shield. No depression can disturb you. I am so proud and happy that I am born and brought up in a village where all these nonsensical technical terms were never put into my head. I am depressed, I am stressed out, my plate is too much, my plate is filled, I am swamped. All these nonsensical words never got into my system. I am so happy just because of that. I tell you, from my experience I am telling you, 20 hours per day I am working. Some of you guys who are living around me, you know, who know my routine, you know, 20 hours per day I work. All because these nonsensical words did not get into my system. I have a beautiful software which constantly rejuvenates me. Which constantly rejuvenates me. Never depression can penetrate my being. Never imbalance can touch my being. I am so happy, completely fulfilled. Right words. My software programming has been done by right words, where virus cannot enter. Very clear. Understand? These great ideas will act as a firewall protection for you. Without letting these negative depression viruses enter into your being. Because virus is available everywhere. They are constantly sending you. Even if you don't want. Even if you don't want, it comes. You think, oh, some nice email. Why not open and see? The moment you open, the virus is there. Same way, some nice idea comes. Some nice things come around you. You think I can make friends with this guy. The moment you open that guy, over. You are caught with virus. Understand? Creating right software, right mental setup. When you internalize these great spiritual truths, I have seen in Indian villages, just these few spiritual truths taught in a young age. Their whole life they live trouble-free life, stress-free life. See, just if the right ideas are internalized inside you, whenever you face a challenge or a depressing situation in the life, those ideas will just come up. And you will see, you are not affected at all. You are completely balanced. You are very clear about what you want to do, about what you want, what is your need, what is your life, what is your goal. You will be very clear about what you are and what you want to do. You will not be lost. You will not be lost. I can tell 1,001 things from my own experience. What a Vedic identity, the great life solutions of the Vedic spiritual tradition can offer you. It can just change your whole being. It can just change your whole being. The way in which you think, the way in which you live, the whole thing will be totally different. I can tell every incident from my life is the contribution of this great Vedic software and yogic hardware. Everything, if you have lived around me and felt I have something unique in my life, be very clear, it's purely gift from this great Vedic tradition. And it is not my achievement. Please understand, it is not my achievement. I have not achieved something. It's actually, I can say, in a way, I'm one dust from that great tradition. So if you can imbibe a little bit of those great spiritual truths, you will live much more than what I am living. Much more than what I am living. Because you guys are prepared, you have more knowledge about the outer world and the infrastructure, the best infrastructure in the world. So naturally, if you have the inner software of the Vedic tradition, you will live much better life, much greater life than what I am expressing. So put little time to create yogic body and Vedic mind. Read these spiritual scriptures. read these life solutions, internalize them, see that they stay in your upper mind, they stay in your conscious mind. Whenever you face different situations in your life, apply them, live them, see that they are being radiated in your actions. That is what I call living enlightenment. See, you live those great truths. You live those great truths. Understand, the Indian youth is really missing, but the idiots are suffering. Just last year, in Tamil Nadu alone, 6,000 engineering college students committed suicide. Can you imagine? 6,000 college students, engineering, all, but college students. Students, not the youth all over the state, just students. 6,000 students committed suicide. Only two reasons: exam pressure and love failure. No, they have to suffer because idiots have renounced their great heritage, their great tradition. In the young age itself, in those days, at least when I was brought up, from the young age, all these great stories will be told, these great truths will be put inside, great ideas will be put inside. My whole mission I owe to my grandfather. At the age of 3, he will carry me in the hip, take me around the temple and tell me all the stories. Still I remember. When I come back, I have to repeat the whole story to my family. Now that is the way I was trained as a speaker. Apart from speaking, those great ideas getting into my system. I'm so happy that I was born in that kind of atmosphere and brought up with these great ideas. Understand? But these fellows very rapidly moving out of this great life-based tradition. Please understand, Vedic tradition is life affirmative. Constantly it inspires you to stand up again and live. Whenever you fall into depression, the Vedic tradition is such, it just rejuvenates you. And you bounce back and you stand up. You are ready for the next scene. You are ready for the next life. Because every day is a new life. You are again fresh, alive for the next life. Internalize these great truths. Internalize. Add little yoga into your life. Add little meditation into your life. Add little scripture reading into your life. If you can, spend a little time with my YouTube clips. 600 discourses are there. Just spend a little time with the discourses. Something will click. Some ideas will get into your system. So it will act like a knowledge weapon. Shastra Sastras. Knowledge weapon. These ideas will get into your system and will act as a protection when you are facing challenges and depression in your life. Please understand, if you are below 30, take 1 year off. It is worthy. Take 1 year off. Spend your 1 year with only this as a first priority. Reading the spiritual scriptures, internalizing the life solutions, doing yoga and preparing the body, and doing meditation, preparing the mind to live the life. If you are below 30, take 1 year off. You will never repent that you wasted that 1 year. You will never repent. It will never be a waste. When I say I am responsible for what I am saying, and I am also sensitive to your life, I won't ask you to waste 1 year. Take 1 year off. Internalize these great truths and enter the life. You will avoid at least 99% of the problems you will face otherwise in the life. 99% of the problems you will avoid. 1% what happens will always be good for you. Your body and mind will be ready to live the life. To live the life. Understand, when I say, I really mean. You will avoid so much of suffering. You will avoid so much of depression. You will avoid so much of torture which you give it to you and for others. You will avoid so much. Learn these great ideas. 1 year is enough time. 1 year, if you internalize these ideas again and again and again, even if you don't want to practice, they will become part of your life. They will become part of your life. Take time, internalize these great ideas and live. It will be really worthy. People spend time for so many things. They go to some social service, they go to some this kind of things, that kind of, so many things they do, spending their time. Take 1 year off for you, and that will be the ultimate social service you will do to the world. Because if you are a great person, naturally, all people who are coming around you, they are all going to be inspired by you. You don't need to go separately, find people and inspire. No. You live an inspired life. You will inspire millions just by your very life. Just by your very presence, your very life. So understand these few simple truths. I don't want to give more and more ideas, because modern day youth are not capable to have too many ideas at a time inside. I just wanted to emphasize this 1 or 2 ideas very deeply. If I just leave with 1 or 2 ideas, you will start contemplating and thinking. If I give too many ideas, you may have an idea, he spoke well, but not what. So, these are the few things I want to tell you. If you are below 30, don't bother. Take 1 year off. Spend your time meditating, reading, internalizing these great ideas. You will have a beautiful body and mind to enter into the world. Otherwise, it's like a chaos. Understand? You can see inside you. It's a chaos. It's like having everything to enjoy. All variety of food is there, but you don't have tongue and the hand to take it and put it in the mouth and taste. That's the way we are now. Everything is there, but you don't have a right mind and right body to live. Spend your time to create the right mind and right body. This will be the ultimate gift. You will give it to yourself. You will give it to yourself. You will feel so happy and blessed that you took this advice sincerely and took 1 year off and did something with you. You will see it changes your whole being. If you are below 30, because every situation in your life which you are going to face, whether extreme joy or extreme pain, can be used as a door to enlightenment. So, if you prepare your body and mind with this 1 year, any situation you are going to go through in your life, extreme joys or extreme pains or extreme pleasures, everything can be an opening, a door to enlightenment. Any experience you go through the senses, through eyes seeing, through ears listening, through nose smelling, through tongue tasting, through body sex, any experience you go through can be a door to enlightenment. Even your fear, pain can be a door to an enlightenment. It will teach you the lessons which you need to learn. So understand, take 1 year off, prepare your body and mind beautifully. You will be ready to enter your life. You will use every opportunity as a door to enlightenment. Your whole life itself will be living enlightenment. Living health, wealth, joy, bliss, love, compassion, radiating, attracting right persons in your life, attracting right relationships, attracting wealth and contributing it to society. The whole thing will be beautiful and crime-free. That's the main thing. Crime-free. Your life will be crime-free. That's the ultimate gift. You will give it to the world and to the country. So please understand, try to internalize these great ideas, try to express them in your life. These are the few things I have to share with you all. Now I'll answer if you have any questions. I'll answer your questions directly. Only questions from below 30. If you are above 30, you are here as a bonus. So, this program is not for you. You are here as a witness. If you are below 30, you can ask any questions you want to ask. You don't have to feel it may be disrespectful, all these, that things. Don't worry. You can ask anything. Anything straight, honest, I'll be happy to answer. And don't try to poke me. I really give very strong answers.
Swamiji,
Yes.
quick question for you. So I understand what you're saying about the Vedic mind and the body, but what did you mean by the Western infrastructure in terms of?
Where did you bring about?
What did you mean by the Western infrastructure in terms of?
Means this beautiful country. You see the medical care, the 911, beautiful roads, bridges. You take this country for granted because you never went outside. See this great infrastructure. This country, you see, already the officials are worried about Colorado River drying. The beautiful infrastructure you have, the medical care, dams, bridges, and the education facility, the possibility for R&D and opportunities. This is what I call Western infrastructure. This is an amazing thing. Understand? I don't know. I just don't want to tell from my mouth, okay. That is what I am calling the infrastructure, Western infrastructure. Yes.
Hi, Swamiji. I was just wondering, what is the definition of enlightenment? Like, how do you know when that's something that you've reached?
Yes. Feeling that life is good. A very deep yes for life will be there. You will never feel that something is bad in the whole cosmos. You will have such a deep yes. You will just feel so joyful even to live inside the body. Just your body, living inside your body will be overflowing. So much of health you will radiate. And so much of joy, well-being you will radiate. And you just know what you want to do in your life. You just know who you are in your life. You just know that life is good. Not by convincing or by remembering, by somebody telling or some idea, no. Just you know. Such a deep centered feeling is what I call living enlightenment. Sometime rarely you get a glimpse of that feeling for half an hour or 10 minutes. If your body and mind is prepared properly, as per the tradition, the techniques, you will start living in that forever. That is what I call enlightenment. That does not mean you will become a Swami. No. You can be an enlightened artist, enlightened lawyer, enlightened doctor, enlightened engineer, anything. Whatever you may be doing, you will be just radiating fulfillment. Complete centeredness is what I call enlightenment. I can say this one definition. Wow, no other questions. Below 30? No. Below 30, don't raise your hand or try to ask question.
Yeah, I think this is just a follow-up question of what the previous person asked. The glimpse of hope you talked about, the 10-minute, 30-minute, I think I've had quite a few of them, but it's just that the solution which you're saying is possible. I know it's not a very good idea to ask about the time frame, but you do know that
I can say if you can intensely start spending at least 3-4 hours per day, 1 year is more than enough.
3-4 hours per day on what?
At least 3-4 hours a day. Reading, internalizing and meditating. 1 year is enough. You will be settled with that tune. You can bring back that experience and live in your life.
Thank you.
Below 30?
Yes.
Yes.
You said to take a year off. Is it necessary to go to India to get the full experience?
Two things. In India, learning this kind of ideas is lot easy because the whole thing is in the air. I gave two options. Either take 1 year off and travel from different monastery to monastery in India. If you are male, that is possible. And learn from different traditions. Or in 3 months I am trying to give the whole thing. You see, 9 years I walked the length and breadth of India and learned. The whole thing I am trying to give. The whole program, Life Bliss Engineering, I designed for youth only, NRI youth, especially for NRI youth. And these 3 months will give whatever I learned in that 9 years of my walking. It's a very intense journey, a really risky journey. Whatever I learned in my journey, the whole thing I am trying to give in a safe ambience in 3 months. If you can't think of 1 year, at least take these 3 months off and do the program. Maybe that can give you the essence of everything to you. The physical or mental. Don't bother about time, don't bother about money, both are worthy. Earlier I was giving 1 year program freely. But I saw people take it for granted when I gave free. Especially 400 people attended. I think last 4 years I was giving this program freely. Freely means not only not charging, giving food, stay, books, shelter, clothes, medical care freely. Because in India we believe knowledge should be free. I did that. But I saw 400 people completing and going back. They don't have respect for this knowledge, what they gained. Then I decided, shall I charge? Now everybody has so much of respect for what they are gaining. So time and money is worthy. If you can, take 3 months off, do this program. Actually this June we have one batch, LBE, and again one more batch in November. This June we are going to have from June 1st to August 31st, and next batch will be November 1st to December, January 31st, 3 months program. Try, it will really transform you. It will just transform you. It will really be, see why I am saying go to India, because the education, all these things are in the air. In the air. And you have so much of confidence about these great ideas. Because the civilization was created by visionaries of the inner world. It was not created by the visionaries of the outer world. They may not have huge bridges, beautiful dams and all these things. But they have a tremendous, great inner science, which can straight away put you into the great peace and bliss and joy. So really I'll propose that you go to India and learn. Yes.
So the Vedic scriptures that you talked about, I would like to know which scriptures should everyone...
If you want specific, I have written some 6-7 volumes. One, Living Enlightenment, Essence of all the scriptures. There's a book. And if you remember it, you will be given a copy. All the members are going to receive a copy. I remember?
No, I'm new
to
the movement.
If you remember, you will receive a copy, otherwise get the book. And there's one more book called Guaranteed Solutions. And meditation is for you. These are all essence of the scriptures. I have put it in the English language, the way in which you can relate with a lot of jokes and stories. These 6-7 books will give you the basic idea. That is more than enough to solve your life. Read, reread, reread. Please don't think like once reading is enough. You understand what I am saying? No. Not once. Read, reread again and again. Let that become your mind. Let those sacred sentiments become your mental structure. Yes.
for the LBE, I know, like, I heard that it's like going to be really intense and you have to sit. What if you can't sit through, or you're not?
No, don't bother. It'll be really funny. I don't design hard programs. I design smart programs. So it'll not be. No, it'll not be hard work. It'll be smart work. Don't worry about that. Come. And I am going to be spending 50 days, at least 50 days with this first batch. This batch, June batch, 50 days I am going to be spending with them. If you choose to come in the next batch, like a December batch and all, I may not be spending that many number of days with you. But with this batch, I am personally going to be spending at least 50 days. So, it will only be joyful program. I think most of you may be knowing that Inner Awakening is free for all the students who are coming for LBE. LBE I have designed basically for students. So anybody who is coming for LBE, the Inner Awakening is free. Earlier, actually, when we started, yes.
How'd you manage to sleep only for 4 hours?
What is?
How'd you manage to only sleep for 4 hours? Like, 4 hours of
How
sleep?
to manage? How do I manage? You are asking.
Yeah, 4 hours of sleep.
Can you keep the mic a little closer?
How do you manage to sleep only for 4 hours?
You see, if you have less daydreams, naturally you'll have less night dreams. And you'll have deep sleep, that's all. The problem with ordinary people, the whole night, their number of hours they are lying down in the bed is more, but the number of hours they are in deep sleep is less. They are struggling with their dreams. So if the daydreams are more, you will have night dreams more. If the daydreams are less, I have very less daydream, practically no daydream, I am just living consciously. I just don't have a daydream. So naturally less night dream. So deep sleep, 4 hours is more than enough. Body is alive again. That's the technique. Reduce your daydreaming. You will see drastically night dreaming reduces and you will be fresh within 2-3 hours. You will be awake and you will be ready for next day. That's all. More daydreaming, more night dreaming, less sleep, more tiredness. Less daydreaming, less night dreaming, deep sleep, you are alive and fresh. Yes.
I've had experiences through music that I feel like when I clear my mind and I'm able to, sometimes when I'm struggling to come up with the
music also can give this experience.
So, well, I was just saying, yeah, okay, so then I've also seen similar experiences in people in different religions who intensely believe in that specific religion or whatever that belief is.
Any religion practiced intensely can give this experience. Any religion, see, all religions have the social political part. If you remove that and practice the spiritual mystical part, that can lead you to this experience. That's all. In Vedic tradition, very less social political part. The tradition, religion itself is purely mystical. So more possibility, that's all I am saying. Otherwise, any religion, practice, if you take the mystical part and practice, you will achieve it.
So through meditation and yoga, will I be able to intensify these experiences?
Through meditation and yoga, you will make the body such a way, again and again when that experience happens through music, will start staying in you. It will not leave you. Now if it happens, after a few hours it leaves. If you prepare your body through yoga and meditation, it will start staying in you forever. You will be in that same ecstasy forever. That's what I call enlightenment. I know the experience which you had. It's a solid experience, which I had at the age of 12. But fortunately, I prepared my body and mind. So when I came back, it stayed. If you can prepare your body and mind strongly, when it comes back, it will never leave you.
Do you agree that we need negativity in our lives in order
Can
to
you
give us...
keep the mic close?
Do you agree that we need negativity in our lives in order to give us balance to fulfill our goal as being human beings?
Jyotirmaya, translate.
Do you agree that we need negativity in our lives in order to balance what happens?
If the negativity is balanced, what happens?
Do we need negativity in our lives to balance?
No. You don't need negativity to balance. There is enough. There is so much. You don't need negativity for balance. Without negativity only you will be balanced. With negativity you will be imbalanced.
Yeah, kind of like the yin and yang. It's not two different things, like one whole. I mean, like every light
Understand?
needs shadow.
Yin yang, the nothing is negativity. The positivity and negativity does not create that yin yang combination. That's totally different.
Right.
That's totally different. So this and that, please don't confuse. No.
Okay.
You can't balance between health and sickness. You understand? They are anti. You can't say, no, I am too healthy. I think I need little sickness to be balanced. No. That's the way you are saying. Let me have little negativity to be balanced. No. Huh? There is no such thing as too healthy. Healthy is balance. See, so nice. Below 30 people don't have much questions. If I just open the door to above 30, they will haunt me. Now I have decided this session only for youth. See, I am 80-90% of my time I am spending only with the old people. The above 30. Oldies. And what is there? I am more like a plumber for them. Please, Swamiji, please fix this. Please fix this. And please fix this. And I am tired of doing plumber job. This one session, no plumbing. Constructing. This one session I want to be a builder, not plumber. And somebody built that house, and somebody built for some contract, I have to go and repair everything. I said no repairing for this one session. I am going to help people build, and I am going to build independently. Why that fellow did that mistake, why it happened, who knows? I have to be answerable for that. And I have to sit and repair. Enough of plumbing job.
Sorry, I have a lot of questions.
Yes, you can.
As
long as you are below 30, you can continue to ask any number of questions.
I was waiting to see if anyone else was going to ask. I had a question about that. So how does that work? I understand how if one's own self is to do the practices, how they can reach a certain level of enlightenment. But when someone who isn't practicing anything and has a certain problem in their life comes to you and says, just fix this. But they're not practicing anything, they're not doing anything to better themselves.
See, the bio-memory can be transmitted. The bio-memory, the intense bio-memory, which was created inside my system by a strong practice, can be transmitted into the other system. And that system can start practicing. Just like, it's a little above logic. It's a little above logic. Just like this kerchief can be given. The thoughts can be given. Only you should know the technique. See, after Einstein, it's very clearly proved there is no matter and energy. It's all same. There is no strict boundary line. It's all merging into it. So if a matter can be given, why not energy? If a matter can be given, why not energy? Only thing you should know, the subtlety of how to handle and give. To give this kerchief, you should know how to pick it up, how to move the hand, how to exactly drop it in his hand. Same way, to give the energy, you should know how to pick up that energy, how to move it, how to drop into that being.
So, but even if that being hasn't prepared himself to receive it?
No. Receiving, you don't need anything except openness. Asking, that's all. Just asking is enough. You don't need any other qualification for receiving. Just simple asking. The consciously asking is more than enough. Existence is graceful. You don't need to do anything else except simple asking. Simple asking and being available or open, letting me to work is more than enough. I am available, I am all for work. That's the reason I am here, the planet Earth. Not just to do the plumbing work. Plumbing I do as a side job. But construction is supposed to be my main job. Even though sometimes I spend more time in my side job. So if you are below 60, take below 30. No. Listen. If you are below 30, take 1 year off and do. That's a great thing. If you are above 60, it's a compulsion. Take 1 year off. At least let your death lead you to enlightenment. Take 1 year off and work on you. At least you missed the life. At least let you not miss the death to achieve enlightenment. Okay. If you guys don't have any questions, let's end the session. Meda, anything else? That's all. Okay. So, I bless you all. Let you all internalize these great truths, achieve and radiate Jivan Mukti, living enlightenment. Let you all achieve and radiate the eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.